close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
Welcome to To-Do List Tuesday. If you are new here and you don't know what To-Do List Tuesday is, these are videos that I do every now and then to help you, motivate you, inspire you to tackle your to-do list. So that is where To-Do List Tuesday came in. I love doing these. These are so fun, and it just helps motivate me to get my to-do list done. So it's kind of like helping you, helping me. So today, one of the first things I'm doing is I am starting some pizza dough. My kids wanted pizza for lunch, and I had everything for homemade pizza, so I wanted to go ahead and get that started so that could be rising while I had tackled some other things. I want to read this devotional from a book that I have, and it's called Sunshine and Storms, and I'll link it down below, but the devotional is called One of Those Days. It says, "As you know, we consider blessed those who have persevered," James 5:11. And it says, "However uncharitable the thought, I find myself hoping that I am not the only one who has been required to live through days so bad that even Irma Bombeck wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot pencil. If I'm the only one, I've evidently been singled out for abuse in life because, well, as humble as I can say this, my level of expertise in this arena is hard to beat. I know, for example, that it doesn't take a monumental crisis to make one of those days, in quotes, just a series of common disasters and difficulties multiplied by the number of people living at your house. It's like being stoned to death with marbles. In fact, usually it's the small stuff. The other day, one of our sons was chewing ice and his brother didn't want him to, so he said, 'Stop that or I'll deck you.' And he didn't, so he did. Sounds like my house. Add this sort of thing to spills, urgent phone calls, broken dates, skinned knees, frantic searches for keys, a hamster and a cat on the loose. Been there, done that. Has anybody else had that problem? Overdue library books and loud accusations that someone ate or drank the last of something that wasn't theirs, and they had absolutely no right to do that, and who did they think they were anyways? And we have the markings of the kind of day we hope to avoid but never can. What really bothers me about this kind of day is not that Murphy's Law is having a heyday at my expense. It's that I happen to know that Jesus said, 'By this all men will know that you are my disciples if you love one another.' John 13:35. On days like that, in fact, all too often, I'm tripping over anything and everything except love. I'm not naive enough to think that I should be able to get along splendidly at all times, with never a discouraging word, where the skies are not cloudy all day, in quotes, even with only one foot in the real world. I understand that in close relationships, things can get crowded. We're bound to bump into one another, and sometimes impatience and anger spill out. And sometimes the people closest to us form a combination that naturally generates sparks. But if love can't always keep peace, it certainly knows how to make peace. Love knows the wisdom of a gentle word and a firm hand, the power of an apology and a hug, and the potential of a listening ear that hears and responds to the whimper of need beneath all the shouting. Love also knows what not to do. On one of those days, in quotes, active love chooses not to take offense, not to get caught up in the emotional bedlam, not to keep score or flaunt a good memory, not to add to the problem. But the trouble with such love is, and always has been, that God points his finger at me to start the cycle of love. Even when I think it makes more sense for him to make the other guy start, the one creating all the ruckus. God said that love is patient, kind, gentle, full of hope, persevering, and fail-proof. But he never said love is easy, even when it comes from him. I just thought that was really good. I had been looking for something for an encouragement for this video, and I stumbled on that, and I just thought, wow, that was really, really good. Some of the Bible verses that go along with that is, "May the Lord direct your hearts into God's love and Christ's perseverance," 2 Thessalonians 3:5. Another one is, "May our Lord Jesus Christ himself and God our Father, who loved us and by his grace gave us eternal encouragement and good hope, encourage your hearts and strengthen you in every good deed and word." 2 Thessalonians 2:16-17. I just thought that was really good, and I wanted to share that, and I thought it was very relatable. So, of course, this isn't my relatable faith diary series, but still, I had to have some kind of encouragement in this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Anyways, now I am just watering my plants. I am tackling just little things on my to-do list that I needed to get done on this day, and this TV stand, and the TV was driving me crazy because it was so dusty, and I was like, you know what, today is the day I am tackling this. Do you have any of those on your to-do list? It's just like those little things. This wasn't a huge thing, it just needed to be dusted, but every day I would walk by and I would look at it and I'm like, I need to dust that, but I need to go do this first. And every day it would just get put further and further down my list. And so on this day, I was like, you know what? I'm tackling this today. I am getting this done because I am tired of putting it off. So that is exactly what I did. I use this air fryer, I would say, at least once a day. So it gets so much under it. I don't know. It just gets all these crumbs and stuff. And sometimes I forget about it and I just go about cleaning the counter off and I won't move the air fryer. And when I moved it that day, I was like, oh my word, I need to start doing this every single day because it just had so many crumbs, so much under it, and it was gross. So yeah, and the funny thing is though, I moved this about I would say every 5 days or so, but obviously it needs to be done, I guess, way more than that. I guess I'm going to have to start doing that every day. But then I'm moving on to I believe I'm making pancakes here. Yes, that is exactly what I'm doing. I'm making pancakes. I'm sorry. My brain is just awful. Sometimes I forget what we had for dinner last night half the time. Or the night before, I should say. Last night, I remember we had spaghetti dip. Well, you'll see that. So you'll see me starting it anyways. I forgot. Again, my brain, it's awful. I forgot to get the end result. But I do have a video on that spaghetti dip. I'll have to link it. It's really good. I try to convince everybody to at least make that once because it is so good and it's so easy and so simple and it's a crowd pleaser. Anyways, I'm just making pancakes here because my kids, they wanted pancakes on this day, but also it was a little bit of a meal prep for a couple mornings later. So they would have that for breakfast in the mornings. So I just made up a whole bunch of them and put them in the refrigerator for them to eat the next few days. And now the pizza dough is finished rising and we can now make the pizzas. And this is just, my kids, they don't ever get tired of homemade pizza. I love it because it is just something so easy just to whip up on a random day when they don't really feel like having anything else. It's like, you know what? Well, what about homemade pizza? And they're all like, yeah, we'll have that. So that was just something, maybe not quick, but something easy and simple to whip up, and we all enjoy it. So that is what we had for lunch on this day. And then I went to the Dollar General. I always love going to the Dollar General because I love looking at the stuff that they have, the home decor and stuff. Oh my goodness, and boy, they did not disappoint at all. And if you don't go to the Dollar General, you're definitely missing out because, I mean, look at this stuff, and they're not bad prices, and it's super cute, and it doesn't look like it looks very high-end. So I absolutely love the Dollar General. They've definitely stepped up their game, And so you can get very cute things for very affordable prices. Look at this. You guys know I love lemons, and oh my goodness, that was $8, and then this was $8, and I want to get those this summer. I just love them. But I was there to pick up a few things. I needed to get dinner, and then we were out of tea bags and some sugar and stuff. So and toothpaste. I forgot about the toothpaste. So I just wanted to pick those things up. But yeah, and then we, like I said, had spaghetti dip for dinner. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked coming along with me as I tackled my to-do list. It was basically like a day in the life because I showed you basically everything that I did that day. But that was all of my to-do list and everything that I was able to get done. What are some things that you have going on today that you're needing to tackle? I would love to hear them down below. Or what's going on in your life. Definitely let me know some things that you are, that you're either excited about, or if you need prayers, definitely let me know that down below. Lord willing, I will see you on the next one.